Money, money, money. We spend a lot of time working to earn it. We put it away into different types of accounts, all in the hopes that it's going to set us up for retirement nicely. Do you really know, though, how to set yourself up for success? We have Scott Braddock with Scott Braddock Financial here with us today. He's explaining the different types of retirement accounts and how you can figure out the right one for you. He is taking your questions until 5:45. So here's how you get your question to him. Let's take a look. You text us that question to 336-379-5775 and you get your question answered in real time. All right, so first and foremost, Scott, let's just kind of start off with a big overview. When is it best to save in a 401k versus an IRA versus a Roth IRA?
Right, so this is really going to be different for everyone. Everyone's unique and has a different financial situation. So it's very important that you meet with a financial professional that can really kind of look at your situation and make the right recommendations and solutions to you. Typically, your 401k, you want to go ahead and take full advantage of that, max that out, certainly make sure you're contributing enough to receive the employer's full match and contribution. There's free money with the 401k. In addition, that 401k is going to lower your overall taxes. So if you're a higher income earner, that's another good reason to take advantage of the 401k. The IRA, if you have some additional money to save, you can diversify to the IRA or to the Roth. The IRA will not reduce your earned income, but it is tax deductible and will grow tax deferred. The Roth, on the other hand, is very different. You're going to pay taxes on the money going in, and then you're not required to pay taxes as that money grows.
All right, and we're going to go over each one of these kind of like bit by bit so we can ask a few more questions, all right? So you kind of gave the overall view there. Let's go to that 401k and really look at it. You call it free money.
Well, I do. When it comes to that employer's contribution, their match to your contribution. So for 2022, as an employee, you can contribute up to $20,500 to your 401k plan. If you're 50 or older, you can add an additional $6,500 on top of that. Your employer can match those contributions up to a max of $61,000. That's the free money. So no matter what, you want to make sure you're contributing enough to receive that employer's match. Don't leave that on the table.
Okay, so if your employer is going to match something, you should absolutely just put in exactly what they're going to match for sure, at least.
Yes, exactly. That's the idea. So if they require a 5% contribution to receive a 3% or a 5% match, you want to make sure you at least contribute that 5%.
And is it ever too early to start your 401k?
It's never too early to start planning for retirement and making use of these savings plans, such as the 401k. Look, the longer runway of time you can give yourself for retirement, the better.
I know people will say, yeah, but I need money now. Even if you just put in $10 or $20 every single month, that compounding of all that money over all those decades will really do them well.
Well, you know, the power of compounding is very valuable. And it's important to take a look at that. We want to invest that money and we want to try to leave it alone. There are some penalties for early withdrawals, things of that nature. And of course, you'll pay taxes on it if you pull it out. There's other ways that you can do that. But really, conceptually, we want to save that money and forget about it.
All right, so now we did the 401k. Let's go to a Roth IRA and then a regular IRA. Let's do the IRA first, the regular IRA. And you call it, people can play catch up with the IRA account. So tell me how this differs from the 401k.
Okay, so one of the big differences with the IRA versus the 401k is it's not going to lower your overall earned income that's taxable for the year. So for example, a 401k, you earn $100,000, you put $20,000 in your 401k. Well, now it's going to be looked at as you earned $80,000 that year. The IRA won't do that. You're still going to show $100,000, but you get a tax deduction on that IRA contribution. So still very beneficial. Both of those grow tax deferred. For 2022, you can put up to $6,000 in an IRA. Again, if you're 50 or older, though, we have a catch-up contribution here as well, and that's $1,000. So a total of $7,000 if you're 50 or older.
Okay, so you put money in, and it doesn't lower your AGI, but you don't pay taxes on it.
That's correct. Now there is some income that we need to look at, right? So if you are an employee of an employer that offers a 401k plan, you can contribute, or up to $68,000 of earned income, you can get a full deduction of that IRA contribution. If for a married couple, it's $109,000. And then in order to get a partial, it bumps up a little bit to $78,000 for a single person and $129,000 for a joint married couple. And that's if your employer offers a plan. If they don't, then it doesn't matter what your income is, it will be tax deductible.
Okay, and then you can do that through your bank or whoever. It doesn't make any difference. You can do that. All right, we're going to talk about what a Roth IRA is when we come back after the break. Gives you a little time to process, figure it out. We'll be back, and we'll also take your text questions.